Hi, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be baking the keto bread, 2 bread pan loaf, two of this, and one of them I'm going to give to my my local GP who is in her 50s, late 50s, and she's been trying to lose weight, and she's post-menopause, so she's been trying a lot of things. And she saw my results and she was curious to find out like what I do and how did I do it. So I'm just going to be helping her out, and I'm going to save this in a separate video to share with you my journey in fasting and keto biotic diet. But today I'll just share with you how I bake my keto bread. What I usually go for when it comes to recipes, I choose recipes that are easy to make and with not too many ingredients, not too complicated, and doesn't take too much time, but at the same time it tastes good as well. So this is a recipe that I've been using, and I hope you like the recipe. Okay, for this I would need 12 eggs for two loaves of bread. But if you just want to make one, which I usually do, I make one and then I freeze it down, you only need 6 eggs. So it needs to be in room temperature. So pour this in to your mixer, and then you'll need 1 cup of olive oil. The yeast. Okay, for the yeast I will need 1 cup of warm water. This is warm water. So for 1 loaf it will be half a cup, so this is a cup. And you need something to kickstart it. So usually a teaspoon of sugar, but I just use a organic coconut sugar. So since I'm making 2 batches, so I'll need 2 teaspoons. For the yeast, I'll just put in 2 tablespoons of yeast. Stir. And I'm going to set it aside for it to foam up. It takes about 5 minutes for it to do so. I'm going to set it aside here. Okay, so next is the dry ingredients. Just going to use this bowl over here. Dry ingredients, I would need coconut flour, 3/4 cup. I've got a half cup here, so right, that's for one loaf. So 2 loaves will be times 2 of coconut flour. It smells so good. Actually, you don't need to sieve, but I like to sieve it because it's got chunks, because it's been sitting in the fridge. So that's why, that's why I do that. So the next one is psyllium husk powder, like this. 3 tablespoons for each loaf, so it's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, salt. So half a teaspoon for 1 loaf. So this is 1 teaspoon. Last one is xanthan gum. Xanthan gum. And that's 1 teaspoon each. One, two. Xanthan gum. Alright, so that's my dry ingredient. Now, how's my yeast doing? It's foaming up. Now we mix this. Put it on low speed, otherwise it will just like, yeah, put it on low speed for 3 minutes. Hey Google, set timer for 3 minutes.
Sure, 3 minutes, and that's starting now.
Okay, so while we wait, let's grease our pan. And also preheat your oven to 38 degrees. This is to proof the bread. So now we Hey Google, stop. Okay, now we're done with this this egg. I think I'm gonna give it another 2 minutes. Like it doesn't look like it's perfectly mixed in. So I'm gonna give it another maybe three more minutes, because look at this, it's still stringing over here. I'm going to give it another 3 minutes and probably set it at medium speed. Hey Google, set timer for 3 minutes.
Sure, 3 minutes, and that's starting now.
Hey Google, stop. Okay, looks quite good. No more stringy bits. A little bit stringy bits. Okay, so now I'm going to put in the flour, the coconut flour. Start off slow and mix it. The coconut flour expands, so just let it soak into the egg and oil mixture. And make sure that it's all completely mixed through. Okay, this is gonna take about 3 to 5 minutes. Hey Google, set timer for 3 minutes.
Alright, 3 minutes, and that's starting now.
Hey Google, set timer for 1 minute. This recipe requires the bread to be proofed in a 38-degree oven. If there's a bread proofing setting, we set it there. But actually I've not tried it yet since we live in the tropics. It's quite warm anyway. The weather is really warm. You can actually prove it by just leaving it out but I'm not going to try that. My oven, even though it's a built-in oven, it doesn't have a bread proofing setting, and the lowest it can go is 50 degrees Celsius. So bread proofing is 38 degrees, so it's alright. It's still, I guess, I've tried it on a 50 degrees Celsius setting before, and it turns out alright. I mean, it still looks like bread. So I'm just going to leave it as it is, 50 degrees. So I'll transfer this to the bread pan after I've scooped up all this. So the oven is set at 50 degrees. That's the lowest I can get, but it's fan forced. But it's supposed to go as low as 38 or 100 degrees Fahrenheit. But that's but I've been using it because it still works. I'm going to set it in there, and I'm going to ask Google to set the timer for 1 hour. See you later. Hello back. It's been 1 hour sitting in this oven at 50 degrees Celsius. It's proofing quite well, and now I'm going to stop it. Bring the bread out. It rises quite well. Even this one as well. See, rises quite well. So now it needs to be covered in a warm place while I set this oven to 180 degrees. I'm going to leave it to heat up for 20 minutes while I leave the babies here in a warm environment covered. So I'm going to cover this, cover this, and then leave it for 20 minutes. And then I'm going to put it back into the oven for 30 minutes to bake. And after 30 minutes, I'll take it out and leave it on a cooling rack for 2 hours. I'll show you how it looks like. I'll be right back. Hi, I'm back. It's already 30 minutes in the oven at 180 degrees. So we're supposed to put it on a wired rack, hoisted so that air flows through it, and we let it cool down for 2 hours. It needs to be cool completely for 2 hours before you can take it out and cut it. So these babies are just fresh out of the oven, so I'm just gonna leave it here, and I'm gonna show you a finished product. This one here, I've heated it up in the microwave. I've kept all my bread in the freezer, and whenever I want to eat it, I'll just take it out and heat it up either in the microwave, or I just put it in the toaster. And I'm gonna top this with my homemade Nutella. This one is made from hazelnut Nutella. Okay, if you would like me to show you how this is made, please put it in the comments below. So here goes. It's so good. It smells so good. The bread smells just lovely. It's fresh out of the oven. And this goes into my mouth. Good. Cheers. Good. If you're watching, bye.